What is going on, everybody? It is the last day of the week here. Feeling pretty good. SPY's looking up right now. It just broke above 276 here and had a huge volume spike on that move. So definitely thinking that's going to continue. Seeing plenty of positive influence across the market. Got a few stocks on the gap list, but I don't know. It's kind of interesting because a few of the FANG stocks, mainly Apple and Tesla, have actually fallen out of their uptrend channel. Facebook's obviously been getting hurt pretty bad, but that squeeze was really big. That just caused everything to have a really big pop there. So even though they look like they might be good shorts still, if there's enough strength, like it seems there has been pretty much any and every day for the past month, no reason to fight that. So not to mention my stats tell me I'm a much better long trader than short trader. So if I see some good longs, I mean, there's no reason not to take a good long. Alright, we open. EA already just tapping down there. Pretty big candle to start. I mean, it's about $1.50 there. DE gap down about 5% at one time. It's already back to break even. XPO is really ugly. I don't think there's going to be anything on EA. Again, I don't have enough charts here, so I gotta switch back and forth for some of them. Well, nothing super special here. Definitely looks like it could still be moving higher, but a little too big for me, I guess. Now, unless there's going to be a hidden seller here. Can't quite tell. It just got to 60. Oh yeah, he's there, alright. I'm in. Looking for a pop here. Kinda looks like running into some trouble. I'll cut that one pretty quick. Yeah, there was another hidden seller. I spotted him just as he showed up and took that for a small loss. That was pretty lucky. It's a big candle for a stock that's down 15% here. I didn't chart it to the upside, so definitely no surprise to see resistance here. But that's pretty strong. There might be a solid opening range play here if it stays up here for a while. Spread's pretty ugly. Despite a nice pop, it's pulling back towards 276 right now underneath VWAP. Bob falling down. Nvidia gapping up, but dropping off here. Nothing really looking too good here. Definitely log me in, but a little too early at the moment. I have to wait a little bit. Clean seller there. High 39, 33, 33, 33. Well, that changes things then. So then I do have a reason to get in a little early. Go for 37 just cause so spready, I want to give it some space. 300 shares. No, 300 is going to be too big because if I'm going to go for the opening range play, I'll go 200. We'll see what happens if we get up there again. It's about to close right now. Right to him. This looks very nice. I definitely like this one. I'm just gonna straight go for this one because just playing it off the opening range. I only got okay. Uh-oh. We're hitting that bid pretty hard. I'm just gonna get out. I don't know, I had a decent pop, but then stuffed pretty hard again. I don't know, this 82 is kind of awkward here. There might be a reason to get back into this, but I just think I went in with a little too much size. That 82 is really holding here. What do I want to do here? If I see him hold again, I think I want to get in on this. See what happens here. If it gets back down to that 82 and he's still there, I'll get in with the stop just underneath. I mean, it looks like we are, so I'm gonna go for this one here. We'll see if we finally get that squeeze or not. If not, I'm looking for high day here. Because we keep getting down here, but we're just not breaking him, so I'll get in off of him. Still looking at other charts here. Make my limit just a little bigger. I need to see a pop here. I need to see something over 50. Might be curling up, maybe. It's definitely turned into some kind of ABCD pattern here. I'm wondering when this 9's gonna start getting involved here, because it's screaming down here about almost 50 cents a minute. Oh, thank God I got out at 82. Yeah, not unexpected. And now it's turning into a VWAP setup, so we'll see what it does here. SPY's curling up. Most of these FANG stocks here are actually pretty weak. Everything's underneath VWAP. Log me in, lost it. Tesla actually pretty good for a VWAP bounce right now. It didn't get down enough. Obviously there's some at 306 here. Yeah, busted above. Did look pretty good here was Netflix. Came down twice. Now we're just kind of chopping around up here. Kind of an ABCD pattern, but I don't really have a good entry. If I don't have a good entry, I don't have a trade. So we don't want that 50-50. Alright, log me in's making a case for a trap trader thing here. That was the first test, and it didn't really consolidate enough for me to consider this a range yet. So this is the first test of VWAP, so I'm going to need to wait for a second one. I like it, but I feel like I can still get a better entry here. Lots of volume going off in here. That's not what I want to see. Jeez. Okay, well that's a really nice candle. So So I got the 78, so 80. There's 50 cents right now. No, I can get better than 50 cents. That is really good looking rolling over pattern though. I like it a lot. So I'm trouble with this 30. Definitely a seller here, a buyer. Yeah, it got under him. I don't know, a little too fast, a little too spready. Keep watching it. Yeah, the Fang stocks are losing it right now. They're really dropping. Netflix is just barely holding higher here. The SPY is ripping up right now. EA recovered, came back to VWAP, first test right here. Got to 56. Okay, there's one test. So, like the recovery. Recovery's definitely good. That might come into play. Alright, minute number 2. Like to see a little push above, come back underneath. See if we can get something here. Yeah, I can get pretty big here. I'm gonna try and go 350. Yeah, 300 now, it just ticked underneath. Need to hold here, and it looks like it is. Got a low of 51. If that 51 holds. Ah, come on. Do I want to short this again? It's giving me another chance. Moving edges on top of it. Okay, there might be something here. We'll have to watch. Alright, first test of VWAP. Got the 69. Making a push for the 80 again. There's 80 again. Well, that's annoying. Things just plowing right through my levels. Jeez, man. No, there's definitely nothing there. But EA is starting to make a triangle here. Just have to keep an eye on it. Okay, it's a bit of an interesting situation right now. SPY finally pulling back for the first time here, kind of making everything drop. Obviously Netflix coming along with it. But it looks like Tesla is actually somewhat respecting the SPY, but at the same time still doing its own thing. So I'm thinking that if it gets down, yeah, right here. It is the morning high, so it's only the first test, so we'll have to see what happens here. Obviously, the SPY's going to completely lose VWAP here, but I don't need to be long in anything. so far. Nice little stop right there. Facebook's just been losing it. Didn't really ever pull back for some kind of short entry. It's just been dropping. Same with the video. Oh, pretty ugly day. 30 minutes ago I was like, wow, we're gonna have a nice green day today, above 276 and popping higher. And all of a sudden nothing's following it. Alright, so we got our tap here, so we'll see if we can get another one. Then I think 80. Yeah, 80's probably gonna be it. Okay, forget that for a moment. Log me in here is looking really nice, holding up on a previous level here. Exploded up, now it's starting to hold higher. Stop would be right here. Is this 82, 40? What did it hit? 50? It's about 48. A little bit of a spread here. SPY doing? SPY's curling up. SPY doesn't matter so much for this one. So it's not gonna hurt to see a test underneath of this and then squeeze back above it. But almost getting caught in the same thing that I did last time here, so I don't wanna go too early on this one. Because last time we had another break, I mean it broke pretty hard. I mean, I'm just considering this a bull flag. It's just a long-term, super low volume pullback on this. But the fact that we're not breaking away from this 50 right now. Yeah, SPY's failing to make a new high. It's come back to VWAP. Okay, there's test under. All the way to 35 it looked like. 35. Come on. You see people stepping up. It's low volume, so I guess it might take a moment. So now we got a low 30s, 29. I'm thinking upper 50s. I'm in this. Looks like we're getting there. Yeah, there it is. Stop will be underneath that 30. I like to take some off up around the, well, I guess we'll see what happens here at 83. Oh wow, nice pop already. There it is. Take some more. I'm down on the day, so I want to protect myself. I mean, that is a straight shot right to my profit target, so. SPY almost looks like it's going to lose it here, too. Solid move though. I mean, this thing's just been creeping higher the whole day, so I still got 150 here. Another push, I'll take some more off. I mean, I'm gonna have to stick with my original stop loss still, so we'll see what happens. The 5-minute 9 EMA isn't even close to end play yet. Although, again, with these down gaps, I don't usually chart to the upside because I don't expect to be taking anything to the upside. So I don't really have any levels. Looks like 84. Just hate taking my eyes off the screen. Yeah, right about where it is a resistance level here. So something 84, and then right about here is that, I guess that would be a close of a gap candle on the daily. SPY's holding VWAP. I mean, it's trying to hold higher. Tick's looking pretty weak at the moment. So I'm still looking for SPY trades. Yeah. Oh, I love it. Love that volume. That's awesome. Next spot to hold above is 83. I think we got potential here for sure. You know, I think, yeah, if we do make another high here, I'm going to put my stop about 78, it looks like. I don't want to do it too soon. Facebook's losing it. Facebook's finally giving into its gap. Ooh. Alright, well, again, another test below. Let's see what happens. Oh, SPY. Yeah, the SPY just broke under here. See what XPO does. Not XPO, Logan. Wait for it to find some kind of support here so I can change my stop. I don't know if I'm going to get that chance. It's pulling up here. Again, just low volume pullback. Gotta respect it. Just waiting. Wow. Just can't stop the bulls in this market, I swear. Alright, look at that 67. So 65 will be the new one. If we start making a push here. Which, I don't know. Usually these trades, we see two red candles like that. Take it as a warning sign, but at the same time, volume, so can't do anything. Take more off at 40. And this is a good reason to change my stop, so now I can move it up. I want to see the bid move. Come on, who's buying? Somebody. Look at that volume. That's just so nice. Now, I'm definitely still waiting. I am seeing some ugly charts right now. And not necessarily ugly as in bearish, just not doing anything. I'm not liking the SPY right now. Tick failed to make a new high, is making new lows. SPY failed to make a new high above this. And XPO, or I don't know why I keep calling it XPO, Log M seems to be starting to be influenced by this. So there might be a reason to get out of this sooner rather than later. No matter how good the volume looks, I guess if the, yeah, 2-2, 2-2. So yeah, I think it is being influenced by the SPY here. I'll change it to either underneath this part or a close underneath the 9. Yeah, SPY's losing it. But we're not moving. Tick did not make a new low on this push lower on the SPY. I feel like it's the same situation the past couple weeks here where we get that big move at the open and then just this slow grind lower. We'll see. Yeah, we need to do something here. This could be a place to add. I think I'm gonna move my stop up too because we held that really nicely. Yeah, this is taking a little too long for me. I think I do want to move my stop up here. Starting to go sideways again, but this time the volume is growing. See back here it was practically nothing, but we've had chances to break higher here. Same with the SPY. I mean, if the SPY's not going to be helping, then it's going to be hurting. So I'll take it off down there. So what I am going to add into this though, if the SPY completely turns around here and starts blasting off and Log wants to follow it, it's been a good trade to me so far. But it might just be, the problem might be the SPY right now. Good push, let's see if we can make a new high. Yeah, SPY lost it. Tick, one of them made a new low, the other didn't. We're holding this. Seeing some volume flow here. Wow. If I add into this, I mean my stop is super tight. waiting. I need to see something here. Something's gotta give me some kind of positive signal here. The SPY needs to start blasting off, because now we're just going sideways. We're looking uglier and uglier here. I feel like it might be the exact same situation as over here. We get underneath this, we're just going to have a huge spring back, and I'm going to end up cutting this at break even or something. What is the SPY gonna do? Back of the 20. I mean, this 20's been a problem, so we gotta get above it. We got 21, 23. And I'm not seeing near as many buyers this time. Well, we're trying. Come on. SPY's failing. Yeah, you can just tell that we're definitely weakening up here because we've been going sideways, yeah, but I mean the volume. You can just tell, I mean, we should be breaking out above this range if we're still buyers in control here, but I'm getting all out here. I think it's time. I just think I'm seeing enough warning signs that it's alright to get out a little bit ahead of this. I mean, the SPY's just going to keep, I guess, consolidating underneath VWAP. I mean, yeah, it might end up popping up and going higher, but I've seen enough, so good on that. Okay, watching the SPY here, thinking there could be a good long coming up here. Kind of like a trap trader scenario here. We got up above, made a new high day, kind of came off it a little bit, but internals are looking pretty strong. Fang stocks are pulling up right now. Tick did make a new recent high, but then it also failed to make a new low. And obviously this 70 level is going to be of some significance here. A bunch of buyers just stepped up there. But wanted to see something in the low 70s first to kind of confirm that we don't want to go lower. Then again, we aren't really looking that strong either, because now we're kind of failing to make a new high here. And 277 is obviously going to be some kind of resistance. Alright, one of the ticks made a new high, the other one failed to make a new high. Just waiting on that 70 test. So we're holding this really nicely here, but because we haven't broken underneath it, I just feel like we're going to need one of these tests here in order to confirm we go higher, because we've spent this entire range in here just waiting for some lower push here. So it took this one to get close to low a day before we decided to finally move higher. So I'm thinking if we're going to have another leg up, we're going to need some other test. It's confirmation that we don't want lower prices. Here we go. Come on. Saw 75. Yeah, Fang stocks are getting pretty strong here. I definitely don't want to see it make a new high. Alright, one of the other ticks just made another new high again. Yeah, VIX is dropping. Well, if I get what I want, I can probably get pretty big too. Pretty good signs here. I mean, we failed to make a new low here. Failed to even get into the bottom of the range. Tick's trying. It's starting to fail to make new highs now. Alright, here we go. What are we gonna get? I don't like it for a short, so I think I'm just gonna scratch the short. One of the ticks is making a new low, but SPY's still holding here. If we see 74, that's what I'm looking for. Busted up higher. Tick did not make new highs. Did it? Came right to the penny. There's a squeeze. There's 277. It's fine if it goes without me. I needed to see what I needed to see. I was not comfortable with what I was seeing on the internals and jumping in a little early. Really good volume. One of the ticks did make a new high. Nice E did not. I don't know. Okay, looking at the video here, since the SPY just broke out new high day here and started making a push higher, was looking for NVIDIA to come back for one final retest here, but looks like I missed them. Okay, well, SPY broke up higher and it came all the way back down to that 274 that I was looking at, and broke underneath, got bought back up so far. But we just made a gigantic shooting star candle on that move there. I don't, tick still held higher though. It didn't, well, one of them did make a new low on that pull down. Well, I may have missed my chance for an entry. Okay, so looking at a few things here, SPY completely changing sentiment at the moment, starting to look a lot weaker than it is strong, and I'm wanting to get in on the Facebook action here. Previous support became resistance, failed above, trapped everybody. It did make a tick low here. Oh, SPY's losing it. SPY came back to VWAP and it's back underneath VWAP. But Facebook ain't following it now. So that's just pretty weird. I'll have to keep an eye on it because at the same time here, XPO coming into a level. Huge run up. Just came back to this 49. Thinking that if we hold this again here, just kind of like a double VWAP test right now. Not that much. I'll go 400. Because it can definitely move here. I think I want to see it back in the 15s. If I want it back in the 15s, that's $500 or shares, so we'll see what happens here. The market definitely caught. There it is right there. Alright, stop's going to be just underneath. That ain't a good sign. The SPY pulling down on that candle definitely probably caused something here, but the original price action of this before this move happened was really nice. And if alright, well, never mind. Guess I'm out of that. I'm still looking to Facebook. I think I still need to watch XPO because this is still a trap trader scenario here. We just now failed a breakdown, and if it's not going to lose this complete level here, then there can still be a trade to the long side, although now it's not looking that great. I don't think so. Just seeing some really weird price action today. Okay, so everything just turned pretty bearish. Internals for sure. VIX is starting to rise. Tick's making new lows, failing to make new highs. SPY's starting to lose it here. So I like Facebook the most, but it's been struggling. I think what I need to see here on Facebook is some kind of higher push out of this, because right now it's just kind of chopping lower. And SPY's making another swing high here. Just can't seem to lose it. I don't think I'm missing anything here. It's kind of a start to the breakdown here. You can't really call that a triangle. Okay, here we're seeing something. I'd like to see into the 50s. I need it to give me a new stop here. SPY pulled up to view app. Looks like it's losing it. Now it's starting to pull down again. This 40 definitely going to be an important level. But I just don't have a good stop. I mean, right now it looks like 50. Well, the S flashed above. It's 40, 41, 44, 45. So there's 50. I'm going for this. It's gonna be enough for me. Stop will be above that move. Definitely need to see under the 20s, but ultimately I want to see 162 before I think we're gonna start having some problems. I might as well pull up the SPY side by side here, because the SPY needs to hold under that 70 level before that was in that range. I mean, it might bounce around a little bit. SPY actually might want to get up to that level before it wants to head lower. Guess we'll find out in a moment. Yeah, SPY's trying here. Tick charts are making new highs. See what Facebook does. Good start. That's right where we need to see underneath. We need to see 22. Maybe 21. And there it goes. I bought my girlfriend flowers, put them in a flower vase, and I think that it just got knocked over. Alright, Facebook's looking pretty good here. It's not really seeming like it's finding any strength at the moment. We might just be waiting for SPY to be breaking down here, because this is absolutely the point where we should be seeing some stuff. 25, close. Yeah, look at that volume on this SPY move. Looks like we were definitely headed lower. This 40 level seems to be holding pretty nice here. See if it can keep holding, because now we got these trend lines coming into play. It's 23, 22. When you drop it, oh, we didn't drop it. We touched 23 again, so still just at the bottom of this range. We just can't seem to make a move here. 21, there we go. I'm taking a little bit off here. Still not enough reason to move my stop. I mean, that's definitely not a great sign. I would have expected to see a lot more on that move. Check some things here. So the 5 minute looks fine. I better have that in. 5 minute looks fine for sure. Stop right where it should be. 15 minute looks good. I haven't looked at the 10 minute. 10 minutes fine. 5 minute fine. 2 minute. Just getting a little test above right now. Trade looks fine. Definitely got no problems. Just wondering if it's the SPY that's causing the problem here. So this is giving me a reason to move my stop now, but we need to make another new low here. Get into the low 20s again before I decide to change it. Look at that candle on the SPY. What is that? Yeah, tick's blowing up right now. Looking stronger than it is weak. See what happens. I still want to stick with this one for the time being anyway, but this is definitely a warning sign. So far it is making a real solid case here to make 45 my stop. Is it 45? 46. Alright, we get back under 30. I'm changing it. Too bad. I don't know, maybe I should have cut it earlier. I gave it a chance. I mean, if it wanted to pull back from that point, that was the time to get out, but I think I'm gonna call it for the day. I'll be back in a second. Okay, something incredible is happening here. A fantastic looking triangle is forming right now at log M, and it has refused to drop this 83 level multiple times. I mean, this trend line right here just caught up to price here. We got this 100 coming down. Things are starting to roll underneath of this. The 90 MA is on top of price, while the 20 on the 5 minute is underneath. I think there could be a really nice squeeze on this. So if I enter in at 60, stop loss is about, so I can go 250 shares here. I don't know. It's been a tricky day for me. It's been a really tricky market. I think I'm going to go half size to start here and then look for the pullback to add. Spread looks like it's gotten tighter throughout the day too. We'll see what happens right now. I mean, this triangle, this trend line here is just, I mean, it just tapped it right there, right at 83. I mean, that's just picture perfect, really. So if we can get maybe even some kind of failed breakdown here, I might be able to just go for the market and try and get in off of that. So there was a huge volume spike here. I'm not really sure what that was though. I mean, it is low volume, so I really shouldn't expect any massive moves or anything. But I mean, definitely overall could expect a trend to come out of this, because it's been trying to trend all day, and we're just kind of coming into this here as the SPY pretty much has been doing the same thing. See what it does right here. This is the next 5-minute close candle too, so this is gonna make a difference here. Yeah, the 5-minute 20 is at 83 and the 5-minute 9 is at 50. Spread got tighter. Might want to drop here. We'll come back to this. Okay, I'm looking at Tesla here. So strong the entire day, just came underneath VWAP, came back up for one final retest, failed to break underneath. Now it's getting above this, and now it looks like it's failing to move higher here. SPY is close to low a day. It keeps continuing to fail to make new highs. It pretty much just came within pennies of low a day, and I'm thinking this little super low volume pullback here on Tesla might be something to be short off of. But I'm waiting for some kind of trigger here. I mean, Tesla's going to be really slow, I know that much. It looks like the SPY's getting ready to turn down again here. I'm going to go for this one here. Let me see if I can get filled. Somebody stepped in front of me. Jerk. I'm in. Oh, I'm only half in. SPY's pulling up here. Tick is moving higher, but at the same time it's not making new highs. Nobody seems to be hitting the offer. Alright, stop is going to be right above this 40 something. 48. And now we just wait. SPY only recently has been of influence, so there's 1105. 1105, we're already dropping. So we'll have to see. So far I'm not thrilled about the volume. Had a failed move higher, so this is the point that I would expect things to be turning around and headed lower. I know this 200's gonna, oh wow. Looking for this 80 here. Yeah, we need to drop underneath that 80. What happened? Oh, we tapped it. I mean, decent volume for Tesla, I guess. Alright, we got under. Need to see more. Need to see the bid, or the ask. I'm not hitting it all the way up there. SPY's gonna make a new low day here. Tesla looks like it could just lose it. Yeah, I would expect to have more problems here. Need more of a push than that. Again, still waiting for the offer to catch up. Alright, SPY's right at low day here. Higher time frame, there are some moving averages, especially the 15 minute. The 15 minute 20 is right at 40, so we're getting pretty close to that. And then on the other side, on the 5 minute, the 5 minute, the 50 is right on top of us. I'm gonna take a little more off here. I think the market's been incredibly difficult to read, so I think it's better to play it safe than sorry here. Still sticking with the original stop. God, I really did not go big size on this. I only got 200 shares, so I only risked $50 on this trade. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright, SPY's looking really ugly. I think if we make a new low day here, we'll get a nice flush. There it is. What are we gonna do? So far, no reaction. Well, I guess it's giving me a new stop here, but we need to do something. SPY pulling up, no surprise there. Tick failed to make new lows. And one is currently making a new high. NASDAQ is making a new high, which Tesla's a NASDAQ stock, should make a difference. So let's see, we got our actual full pullback now. can't trade what you think, gotta trade what you see. And right now what I see is a failed breakdown of the market here. Now, Tesla's been that strong all day, and there's no reason for it to not continue if the market's going to find strength. Tick made a new high on one, failed to make a new high on the other, so still got split signals, so still gotta wait. The high of that was 13, so I could change this to 15, but we need to have a little pull down here. So far it looks pretty good. Oh yeah, Tick just made new highs. Yeah, I'm changing it. No, not that much. Last attempt by the SPY, maybe. Yeah, should be holding under this. Just might be making another run for it here. Do not like that on the SPY. However, Tesla's not moving. There's another trade I took earlier this week where this same kind of situation had, where it's following the SPY, and then all of a sudden the SPY gets a nice move one direction, and then the stock doesn't follow it. So right now Tesla is not responding to that strength at all. So I think I'm still holding here. Ugh. Yeah, we need to get under this 80 again. Yeah, definitely not super thrilled. I know it's up there, but somebody's got to buy it first. Someone's got to buy it above 15. And until that happens, yeah, there it is, I guess. Where to get me 20? I don't know. Annoying, I guess, but I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, 5-minute boom, 10-minute in the way, 15-minute in the way, 30-minute too. So yeah, there was reason for both to happen, I guess. Okay, XPO is really interesting here. So just making this giant triangle at this level here, failed breakdown a few times, somewhat of a failed break up higher. But I'm not really thinking too much of this because just the spread gets spready at sometimes. Sometimes it's just going to get above a certain level and not do anything. Just noise, really. Always do that. SPY completely failed that breakdown. Came all the way back to VWAP. So far, at the moment, it looks like I'm just waiting for a pullback. Yeah, we'll come back to this. Okay, looking at XPO still, so just had this breakdown on pretty good volume, completely failed it. It's coming back up to the top here. I'm thinking that there could finally be a nice squeeze here, so I'm going to try and get in 400. Stop loss is going to be underneath 49 again, because if we do get a decent breakout here, I would expect VWAP to hold, I would expect the trend lines to hold, and I would expect 49 to hold, and the moving averages. So obviously previous support here. We'll see what it looks like right now. Honestly, might just be reason enough to get in right here, just on a total trap trader failure. Profit target's going to be, let's see, 40 might cause some problems, but the 1 minute's telling me 75 for sure, but 10 minute might be a cause for problems, and then the 15 as well. 30's still got plenty of room. By the way, we're getting really tight right now. Let's make it a run. There's 24. Alright, stop's going to be underneath that 49. I can feel that. 23, pretty good. Good volume. Didn't finish strong though, which is definitely going to be a problem. SPY at the same time here was falling off, selling off pretty good too. But there was just no follow through on us. That was 37. Yeah, XPO actually does seem to be influenced by the SPY a little bit here. Let's see what happens. Five-minute closed on a big doji, just right at VWAP. The 9 and the 20 on the 5 are under us. Man, Facebook. After that short that I was stopped out of on Facebook, it turned and went lower a couple of points here. It's pretty decent. Now look at this volume pullback here. I think we're just we must be waiting on the SPY here, because I'm still thinking the buyers are in control here on XPO. Just not a lot of volume. I mean, if the SPY's gonna do what it's doing, then it ain't gonna help. Yeah, that's not really any reason for me to change my stop. What the heck was that? Yeah, you know, I think I kind of bent my rules a little bit on this, honestly, because I know I told myself wait for the breakout and then try and buy the pullback, but I don't know. I thought there would be a big enough squeeze. Decided to go for it. I don't know. Either way, I have to be done. There's for real, I have to be done. All right. So what a day. Took plenty more trades than I had this entire week. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I took 2 trades the entire day. I think let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took 8 trades today. So definitely saw a lot more. I don't know. I think the XPO for sure. I probably shouldn't. I'm not gonna say I shouldn't have taken it, but I think I should have been a little smarter about when I wanted to take it. Tesla was all right. I don't know. Either way, let's just do the review. So EA, first trade that I took on the day, was looking at it for a gap and go. Never really got it. Ended up just being a hidden seller here at this 50. Popped above. I was in 300 shares pretty quick. We got up above into close to the 80s, I think. I think I saw like the flash on the 80s or something on the offer, but either way, we saw stalled, started stepping down a little bit, and then I saw a hidden seller at 67. As soon as I saw that, just hit the button, clicked out, and I mean the thing immediately dropped like 40 cents after that. So I mean that microsecond really saved me, probably about $100 there, maybe more. Log M in the morning was pretty tough to get a hold of too. So originally set up for a really nice opening range play. Looks like I got 200 shares long, stopped just underneath the whole number here. I can't remember exactly what happened, but I remember I hit the market on it. Because I think I was playing off of a hidden seller here, and then we got the squeeze and it made a new high. And then immediately turned around, kind of just jumped around. I'll have to rewatch the tape on that one, I can't quite remember. But then I saw that hidden buyer there at that 82, decided to get in front of him, and ended up just not continuing higher, ended up getting a pretty big drop here, and probably lost about 15 cents more than what I really wanted to. I mean, I think that 82 was my limit. Yeah, that's right, this was the candle where it dropped into the 60s, and then it came back a little bit, and luckily just hit my limit and got me out. Ended up setting up again later in the day, though. Really nice squeeze above moving averages. Ended up holding higher above this 82.50 level here, kind of previous morning resistance. So then we got the little fake lower, bought back up above. Just caught the move immediately. I mean, went right to my profit target. So I think I took off. Yeah, I took off half up there, and then it pulled back first time. Got above, made a tick above, but the bid never caught up, so I couldn't take any more off. And then we just kind of went a little sideways here. And at this time, I decided to get out ahead of time because, one, most of these trades don't usually take that long. I can't remember exactly what the SPY was doing here, so that was 10-11. So yeah, the SPY had just made this low day push here. Did get bought back up, but wasn't thrilled about it, so decided to cut it early. I mean, obviously, if I stuck with the level, that was my stop loss, which would have been just underneath the whole number, or about 95. Would have caught the move, ended up making that move and then some, went up to 84, so definitely missed out there. XPO, the first trade that I took on XPO. Attempted long here, so sold off pretty hard at the open, regained VWAP. SPY was looking strong at the time. It had, SPY just went above 277, so I figured the market was turning. So came down this 49, stuck it, hidden buyer here, popped up above, came back again. This 1050 here is actually where the SPY sold off pretty hard. So once it got back under there, I was in on another little pop above here, thinking it was like a SMB VWAP play. Just didn't happen. Just ended up stopping out right underneath. And then that symmetrical triangle, you just saw me get out of there. Looks like it's still. So it did get back under. It did get back up into the 28s, but again, moving averages, everything's just pretty ugly. Yeah, it's just kind of failing to break out higher again, really. I mean, if there is a trade on this, it's not for a while, I guess. So Facebook actually looked really good at the time too. So obviously super weak open, came up into this, started making a range in here between 40 and 60, failed to break higher, got underneath the range, and now the bottom of the range is acting as the new resistance for the new range that it's making. So again, trap trader scenario, came up, touched the trend line, broke up higher out of this range, sold right back underneath, and then we get a little push underneath, but then this time on the opposite end of things, takes some off, but gets bought back up right away. And then I definitely think that I should have just called it right here, just a little bit against me, because so this is 1, it's at 11 o'clock, and SPY started screaming up, so warning signs are definitely there. I decided to just hold and wait until, see what would happen. I mean, I haven't had a situation this whole week where I've had to deal with warning signs, and I think this was the first one. So now, just, leave for a week, come back, have to make a mistake once in order to remember to not make it again. So there it was. Then Tesla was really nice too. So really strong open, came underneath VWAP, failed break down lower, but failed break up higher out of this range. So looked at it as a trap trader, got underneath, got a nice limit fill here. I really blew it on the size. I mean, I only risked like $40 on this trade. I should have been short about 400 shares on this. At least 300. I mean, it just, we got this huge red candle spike just lower right into my profit target, and took off half right into it and let the rest ride here. But again, kind of the same situation as Facebook. No continuation here. 200 obviously holding it up. Higher time frame moving averages holding it up too. Ended up stopping out above this little move here for just a little bit of profit there on that last. But I think I should have just hit the market. I should have just got out maybe above 306 or something. But another warning sign scenario again. And then that XPO trade obviously just saw. So I think I'm down like $200 on the day. It's a little annoying, I guess, but I just got off of a pretty nice hot streak. Okay, so let's see. So that cancels out. So yeah, about 250. Man, I lost a bunch on that XPO, huh? Let's see what the actual number is. So yeah, down 263. So I don't know. I had a really nice week, so I plan on doing a week review, obviously, and I'll have plenty to go over that. But I'm definitely green on the week. I don't know, maybe a little bit of over trading, but definitely today's report card is going to be a little more significant than the others. Since one, I traded a lot more, made some mistakes, got some things to talk about, so I will get to that then. Might be able to do it tomorrow, might have to be on Sunday, I'm not exactly sure, but either way, it's definitely going to be a really long video, so if you made it all this way, good job on you. That's pretty much all I got, so thanks for watching, be back later.